Hey everybody, Magic Matt here from Blinky.com, and you know, I started Blinky.com about 15 years ago, and I was a web developer. I was a freelance web developer at the time, and I was doing websites for John Gray, who wrote the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, and I used to work on his website, marsvenus.com. Actually, I totally redid his website, and I did another couple of his websites called marsvenusinstitute.com and marsvenuscounselors.com, et cetera, et cetera. I also worked for a company called Levin Breidenbach Wade, who were a graphic arts company, and I did websites for them. Now, my website isn't the greatest thing in the world, but it's looking better than it has in the past. But so at the time, I was doing that. I was a web developer, freelance, doing pretty well. It was a good career. And I was going to San Francisco Giants games because I love the Giants. And I was trying to catch a Barry Bonds home run. And I came close a couple times. I was like near the scrum a couple times when people were just like mad rushing and a huge almost fight breaking out, like a mosh pit or something like that. Can't wait till we can go to baseball games again, by the way. Anyway, so I never caught a Barry Bonds home run. I even made this huge net. I mean, really big. Like the circle for the net was like 10 feet or something. And I had netting and a long pole, and I stood back behind the stadium right by McCovey Cove, where sometimes Barry Bonds would hit them and they would go in the water, but sometimes they would go on, there's like a sidewalk there, and I would try to catch it with this big huge net. I never caught one that way either. But this whole thing was fun, and I was doing this until one day something incredible happened. That's right, something incredible happened. I went to a party, and it was a party called Anon Salon, and it was having to do with Burning Man. So Anon Salon was like one of the camps at Burning Man, and there was a guy at the party, and he called himself Light God, and he was selling light up stuff. And this is like when this stuff was brand new and I hadn't seen it before. It was a little magnetic earring, so it had two little magnets, one in the front and then one in the back, and you sandwich them together and you put it on your ear and you twist the front and it lights up and flashes. And I bought one of those actually for a girlfriend that I had at the time, and she loved it, and then I kind of liked it too, and we started wearing these for fun when we would go to other events, like going dancing, going to bars. Yes, I do want the dancing and the bars to come back now. Anyhow, we would wear these out, and people started asking us about them. Hey, what is that? Where'd you get that? Hey, what is that? Where'd you get that? And you know, at first I was like, oh, I got it from this guy Light God, until boing, something clicked, and I went out and found them for a pretty good price, and I bought a couple hundred. And then the next time somebody asked, I had 10 in my pocket when I was out, and I would say, yeah, this is something I sell. They're $5. And so people started buying them from me, and it was great because it would pay for our cover charge or our drinks that night. And then, because I was going to these San Francisco Giants games, I decided to take them there, and I was like doing guerrilla marketing, and I was selling them in the stands. I started walking around the stadium selling them, and if I saw a security guard, I would walk up to him and give him one and just gift it to him, and the security guards would leave me alone. A couple times the security guards messed with me and said, you can't do that here, and I would say, okay, no problem, and I had them all over me. I had Giants hat with them all over me and all over my clothes, and I would just take them all off and then walk around to the other side of the stadium and then put them all back on and start selling them again. So yeah, I was a bad boy, but it worked out. I even started selling them in the bleachers like a peanut vendor, but that led to me selling them all over the place, in the financial district of San Francisco, at Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco, in Union Square in San Francisco, and so I was selling them all over the place. And so one time, while I was in the financial district, I came across another street vendor, and he was selling big bulky stuff like hats and scarves and stuff, and he saw me selling these little teeny lights, and I was selling them so well, and he liked that they were tiny. He's like, I'll buy 100 of them off you right now. So he bought 100, and then he became my wholesale customer, basically. And then I started my website because I already knew how to do the website thing. I built the website, Blinky.com. At first it was called wear-flashing-jewelry.com. wear-flashing-jewelry.com. And if you look in the Wayback Machine, archive.org, you can see my funky website from 15 years ago. And then I shortened that. It was a little bit hard to convey that over the phone, and it was called mattsblinkees.com. And then I lucked out and came up with blinky.com. I wanted blink with a Y, but it wasn't available, so I got blink double E, blinkee.com, blinky.com. So anyway, so when I was out and about and on the street selling these lights, sometimes I'd bust out my yo-yo because, you know, maybe it was a slow moment or I was trying to attract some attention. And so what I would do is I would have a cup in front of me like this, and I would take some change and I would put it in the cup, or somebody would throw some change in the cup. But usually, I don't know if you know about street performing, or they also call it busking. You know, you put a little prime, you put a little something in the cup to start out, just to get things moving along, so people see the money in the cup and then they get the idea. So I would start out with some change in the cup like so, and I originated some cup yo-yo tricks. Now, I never saw anybody else do it, so I claim that I originated it. So I'm going to show you some really cool yo-yo tricks involving this cup, and it's kind of like the girl with the cup and the music thing. Maybe something like that. Maybe I'll go viral with this. Who knows? It's a yo-yo cup video. So this is it. And this is really cool because it's kind of dusky out here. It's getting a little bit dark, and I got my Aurora by Magic Yo-Yo light up yo-yo, pink lights, really pretty. And it's going to look really cool glowing inside the cup too. So check it out. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. That was yo-yo cup tipping, busking for quarters and change with my Aurora by Magic Yo-Yo light up yo-yo. Link in the description where you can get yours. Thanks for watching. Blinky.com, Magic Matt. You smell delicious. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. See you next time.